All right, in keeping with our overarching theme with the entire semester of homeostasis, one of the things we're going to be doing is filling out the chart that you guys have in front of you right now. I know it seems a little bit big, but we're going to fill this out bit by bit as we go through the semester. So the idea is that at the end of the semester, we will have talked about how each of the systems interacts with the others in terms of maintaining homeostasis. Now, the size of this is obviously very, very big, but a little trick that I have found is that if you take it and you fold it in half, long ways, so if you have it in front of you just laying and fold it in half from the left to the right, it actually makes the size of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and you guys can actually slide that right in your page protector with your calendars, and that's a great place to store it, just because we will come back to it with these different body systems. Now, the important thing with this is that you understand how to actually fill this in as well. You need to start on the side with your name, first of all, and we're going to be filling in the very first column on the left-hand side. So if you look at the front, we're actually going to be going down the column that says Integumentary System. And that's very, very important. Do not go across, because the way everything is set up is that you actually go down versus across. Okay? So the first square that you're going to fill in is the one just below the Integumentary System column header, and actually you'll skip that first box that is a kind of grayed in square. So you're going to go drop down to the next one just below it, okay, that says Nervous System. So how does the Integumentary System interact with the nervous system? Well, it interacts because the receptors in the dermis provide sensations. Now, you may need to pause things here because I am going to continue moving on, and I know you do need to write. All right, the next system we are looking at is the skeletal system. The Integumentary System makes vitamin D3 that allows us to absorb calcium and phosphorus, and this is what is needed for bone repair and growth. With the muscular system, again, the Integumentary System makes that vitamin D3, and the calcium that we absorb, now we typically think of that for bones, but we actually also need it for muscle contraction, and we will talk about that when we get to the muscular system. With the endocrine system, it actually is also going to sound a little bit familiar. We're making the vitamin D3, and this is used to make a kidney hormone that is involved with calcium absorption. So it is a very, very important hormone for us. With the cardiovascular system, the mast cells that are part of the connective tissue proper cells within the integument allow the changes in blood flow within the integument, and they also control the permeability of the capillaries. With the lymphatic system, the integument provides a physical barrier to infection. In the integument, the macrophages that are present in the connective tissue also help resist infection. And the mast cells that are present there trigger inflammation as well as the immune responses. With the respiratory system, the hairs of the integument actually guard the nasal cavity from larger dust and dirt particles. With the digestive system, we've kind of talked about this one already. The integument makes vitamin D3 that allows us to absorb both calcium and phosphorus in our intestine. With the urinary system, the integument helps to eliminate water and waste, because when we sweat, most of that is water, and we also have some organic waste. And it also helps to prevent fluid loss with that keratinized waterproof epidermis, so that is very important. With the reproductive system, yes, the integument does play a role. First of all, it does cover our genitalia. The sensations provided in the integument actually stimulate sexual behavior. And when we do have a new baby organism, new human, the mammary gland secretions actually allow us to nourish our young. So at this point, you should have the first column of that homeostasis chart filled in. All right, and that's all we're actually going to be doing at this point in time. Like I said, we'll hold on to that, and we will keep that for future use by our homeostasis mechanisms here.